Hey, BookTube. My name is Drew. I am an author and a special education teacher here in the great state of Florida. I wanted to talk about one of the books that I have written. I released this in 2021. It's called I.P.A, just like the beer. I'm completely independent in my publishing ventures. I own my own imprint. I do everything myself except for the printing and the editing and the cover design. None of my stuff is written by AI. None of my stuff is edited by AI. None of my stuff is planned by AI. It is me all the way through until it gets to the editor, until I upload it onto Amazon KDP, until the reader gets it. I mean, it's farm to table, the best I can do, with what I have. So, the book I.P.A is about a young man who moves to Florida from North Carolina for college. He is on his own for the first time in his life. He grew up in a very good family. He had sort of a hookup for a place to stay. And he comes to this small coastal town and is sort of like most college kids, just lost with nothing really to do most of the day. And he is exploring the town, and he ends up in a situation where he saves somebody from pretty serious injury and catches the eye of a local politician with this act. Somebody running for mayor, who has been the mayor for quite a while, and who has a very specific set of objectives, and who needs impressionable young people to carry out these objectives for her. So this young guy gets involved with this mayor, and as most young men will do, begins to dedicate himself fully to a cause. As he is dedicating himself to this cause, he starts to do things that he probably swore most of his life he wouldn't do. And starts to lose himself in this cause, while this mayor, who knows exactly what she's doing, is happy to continue using him in this way. I wrote this book in probably from 2019 to 2021, where I saw a lot of young people in our society giving themselves up to causes, especially during the COVID years, where we saw a lot of people sort of divide into groups, into tribes. And that's an idea that I really wanted to play with in this book. It's non-political. I mean, there's no, this is a nonpartisan venture. This book is not meant to take a political stance. It is more a psychological study on young people who don't have a lot of direction, but who are looking for direction and who are given direction, and who don't yet have the mental infrastructure to sort that out themselves. So they have to learn the hard way. This book is also focused around, within the town, there is a sort of a conspiracy crisis going on, based on this logo that people start to see everywhere. And nobody knows who's putting it there. Nobody really understands where it's coming from. But the conspiracy is that it is tied to a commune that had taken up the land that the town was built on, way back, prior to to the development of the town. And a lot of these people who live in this very nice, wealthy beachside community think that someone is trying to undermine their progress and their lifestyle, which growing up in coastal Florida is a real thing. When you live around people who are materially wealthy, you notice that people are a little paranoid. And paranoia is something that is massive in the state of Florida. It's a transient state. It is a place where tradition is not what it is in other states. And because of that, we are open. We are vulnerable to things that other states are not vulnerable to. And that opens you up to some paranoia. That opens you up to people who are convincing being able to come in and cause some chaos. I wrote this sort of in the style of what I was reading at the time, which was a lot of Bukowski and a lot of Hunter Thompson, Anthony Burgess, Hemingway. So it has a little bit of that Floridian simplicity to it. And it does have some themes that maybe I've grown out of as a writer. But I look back on it, I was very young. I was only in my mid-20s when I wrote this book. And I think I did the best I could at the time. I think probably there's some stuff in there that I used for shock and awe that I maybe wouldn't lean on so heavily anymore. But I'm proud of it at the end of the day. As a mid-20s something trying to write a first-person gonzo novel, I think I did my best. So this is I.P.A, just like the beer. My pen name is D.S. Davis. And if this sounded interesting to you, the subscribe button is right down there.